Hello folks, and welcome back to the second and, well, final part of what I think is the fifth series, but again, don't quote me on that, could be completely off the walls. I'm not wrong with that, but I think it is the fifth one. Anyway, so, okay, contrary to what I said about there being no size, I think I've decided to go against that and instead save it for later and get I think it's the last of the large ones. And that, yeah, after this, and that'll be the very last large ones I'll be doing, so yep. So without further ado, I present to you the Warriors. Let's have at it. So yep, this is a most unusual one because the premise, and once again it was one I cocked up like, okay, you wanna know what really annoys me, right? Is the spawn system, right? Because Rockstar done fucked up here, basically. How have they done fucked up? Allow me to answer, because I know exactly what causes it. Alright, so you know when you're doing your spawns, right? You get your normal ones, then you get your team deathmatch ones. Well, what cocks it up, right? If you do your spawns, right? You do your team death... Okay, no. If you do your team deathmatch spawns, right? And then you do your normal spawns, that fucks it up. For some reason, the system seems to think you're still doing team deathmatch team spawns, when in fact you're just putting normal ones. So what ends up happening is every spawn you put is now becoming a team spawn, whereas probably the previous one is now becoming a regular one. So in a way, if you use that, you can trick the system to put team spawns into being really close to each other, and which you think would be crazy, but and the thing is, I've never exploited this. I just consider it a stupid glitch that I didn't actually want, and that. So yeah, I never bothered to use it. But yeah, it's fucked up a few of my PS4 like maps, and it actually pisses me off. And that, yeah. But yeah, there's a reason why it calls the Warriors, and it's obviously because it's the whole melee combat thing. And how actually it's better to stick as a group. I don't know, if you notice most of these twats aren't actually sticking as groups, and oh man. You know, there's strength in numbers after all, and that's why I'm kind of trying to head towards that big group there that you see to the left. Yeah, believe me, like I actually kind of found it cool when I was doing. Like, I mean, it wasn't super big, but it was enough that I could, you know, get through it. But oh man, I just found the idea so cool. Like, we could stick as a group, and I think some people realise that as well. Look at that old. Oh man, I just wish I'd lasted longer in some fights. And you know, like, god damn. I just find the idea so fucking cool. Like, I think had Team Deathmatch been more popular, I probably would have still done it. Yeah, but anyway, there's a phone going off. Lovely. Look at that, going all GT fucking A and that. But yeah, I think, you know what the problem was, right? See, when it came to combat like that, you know, usually once you got hit, it was near impossible to get out of it, and you'd end up being killed. It's basically hit or be hit kind of situation. Oh man. Look at us. The Warriors. Yeah, because of how much. But actually, see if I'd done like the system now, because I'm actually thinking it, right? Yeah. See, with the system now, yeah, and also I got like a bunch of people chasing me. GTA. Oh man. But that's such a big number. Look at that, he's running it. Oh, I just love that. And here's me trying to fucking corner him. And he's like, oh shit. Oh. Just goes to coming up an all-out melee fight. Look at that. Honestly, I swear you'll very unlikely ever see this kind of act. I mean, I know there's like small melee kind of combat arenas and that, but there are two problems. One, more often than not, they're not very big, and two, they just don't kind of have this kind of environment. Like, fight allows you to group up or be separated, and I fucking love that. You know, it really does encourage like a. You know what actually? Okay, you know what comes to mind, right? Is actually this game I've been playing that for the past. Well, actually. You want to know what's interesting about this game, right? I started playing it around the time that, and this was actually, yeah. You want to know some buds, right? This was actually, I think, I could be wrong about this, but this may be one of the first, if not the first game to be played by Destiny Newcomb. That is Tokyo Jungle. Yeah, Tokyo Jungle. Like, if you're wondering what the game is, and it's basically this game in 2012 that was released. It's kind of like an animal, kind of like survival game, and it's basically how what's a good way to explain it? It's kind of like how animals, you know, like how animals would work, like say millions of years ago, back when there was no Homo sapiens, and but in a modern setting, and if you can imagine animals as the players, and it kind of looks, although it's not quite as in depth, because obviously with that you've got to worry about things like toxicity, food, all kinds of different predators, and that depending on who you are, and as well as herbivores, which is a completely different kind of play style, and as well as of course breeding, and that had its own kind of unique kind of concepts, and you know there's a lot you can get out of that game actually, you know. Oh man. Look at that. Just all kinds of slaughtering. It was beautiful. Fucking beautiful it was. But yeah, I just think that the Warriors is like a match that is unprecedented in some ways. You know. Oh man, it's just so fucking good. Look at that. Oh, just having a showdown, bitch. Oh man. Look at that. They're getting their shit wrecked. Oh man. Look at that, he's running away, and then I think we turn back because it's like, now we're ready to fight. Look at that. But I love that pack mentality. Like, honestly, it was really surprising. Like, you'll see a few times here that people actually employ decent strategies. Like, if they're outnumbered, they will run. And they'll run to, like, a bigger group. And then they'll fight back. That's good strategies. I like that. You know, that strategy's done good. You know, I think, what is it, this bit here? No. Because I thought there was one bit where I was failing to hit this guy and he ended up fucking me over. And but nah, must be a bit later on. Well, that's not what you think it was. But, you know, especially when I had a clear shot at the guy. Yeah, was this it here? Yeah, this one was bullshit, because I had a clear shot at the guy. And the fucking obstacles got in the way. Oh, look at that. Oh man. Now see it. Oh damn. But yeah, I tried to show off different kinds of weapons, although I found that the most effective was actually, I don't know, maybe the knife was actually the better one. And although personally I was, if I could go back in time, I'd probably use the crowbar more often because that weapon was fucking badass. Oh, look at that. Going all warriors in their ass. Look at that. Oh. God damn. The warriors, oh man. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, this is yet another movie kind of tie-in. And I mean, The Warriors was a cult classic, no doubt. Ah man. But yeah, there you have it. The Warriors. Oh man. Alright, so the last one I'll be showing for this series will be indeed the only other large deathmatch I've got. And that will be the Beach Calamity. Which, by the way, once again, if you could predict, like honestly, and this one was especially bad. You're about to see why that is. Yeah, it doesn't look like it initially, but yeah. Notice how the spawns are done, right? And you know, like, we're supposed to be at the other side, and not right in the middle. And it was just like, no. This is what annoys me about some maps and that. And unfortunately, none of the interiors are fucked, thankfully. It's only the ones that, you know, I added spawns in. Or any new ones, like, you know, this Beach Calamity here. And so, it's an issue that can be fixed. And unfortunately, the ones where I couldn't really do much anything on, they remain the same. So, that's all good to go. And but, oh man. I just think to myself, you know, one thing that I was thinking, right, if there was a way that I could edit the video where what kind of like aim view you had, even though I don't think it's possible, but if I could, I would have it so that all of them were like, you know, Call of Duty kind of like view where if you aimed, you had to actually fucking aim the weapon rather than have this hip fire kind of aim. You know, but then again, that's just me. And because I feel like the actual Call of Duty view is actually kind of intrusive, and I don't find it to be as good. But then again, that's just me, you know. Oh my god. Oh. You know, I think the problem with this one wasn't even the fact it was the wrong size, man, because this was intended to be a large deathmatch. I wanted to be like a big kind of battlefield, and I think to an extent it worked. Keyword to an extent. Whereas I don't know, like, see, I think the biggest problem for me, right, is the fact that these matches I feel are almost like, if there's one kind of mode you'll never likely see again, and I mean never likely see again, despite all circumstances what might tell you, it would be the large ones. Yeah, notice how I didn't say sky maps. Well, I've probably already spoiled it, but let's just say there'll be a big surprise coming up regarding that. And, well, let's just say it's kind of different, but not really. This is what will be featured in the trio of the next one, and that. But you know, I'm just thinking to myself, what's this asshole doing? Trying to commentate this as a YouTube video, and and yet it's most likely going to be kept as a personal commentary episodes. Even though, like, you know, I'm debating whether I should even put these up on YouTube, but if no off chance, I don't know. Like, I think the problem is, what is the point of putting them on YouTube, whereas chances are, and like, because I'll be uploading all these things now to YouTube anyway, and that, but I feel like the problem is, I don't know, it's the fact that I'd rather not put the commentary in that, and I just can't be fucked doing that. Because usually, you know, you've got to do kind of digital editing shit. I just cannot be fucking bothered with that shit. I mean, I imagine for people who've done this for like years now, this isn't even a problem for them, but for me it's just something I can't be personally fucked with. You know, but again, that's just me. Oh, oh, we're just looking at. Oh, I love that. But I love the noise of a battlefield, like a true battlefield. This is what I was thinking. I'm just gonna be straight up with this. I would fucking love it if there was like a World War III setup. Like, I say World War III, but it's kind of not like modern warfare, which is different. World War III, like, if there's going to be one last deathmatch to put back, it's going to be World War III, and it's going to be like it's just basically going to be like a bunker kind of setup. So about a third of the area, so about each team will have 6 of the battlefield themselves, where it's a pretty well defended spot where the only way you can really hit them is through grenades, and even then that's unreliable if you're on the other side, because I don't think you can be able to aim that far. And with these certain props called sea platforms, which, despite the word, if you use a floating thing, you can actually use them as huge walls, longer than the trailers and way higher than them, to the point that, yeah, you can pretty much, you know, like, cover way big. This area here, this is nothing compared to what the sea wall platforms can do. If you use them as walls, it is fucking ridiculous what you can do. You know, it is like crazy what you can do with that. But the thing is, it's possible. You know, it's not like it's not impossible. It's something you can actually do. And I think to myself, what I would love to see happen is to try and cover that. You know, I would love to see that be a thing, and that where I could show off this World War III footage of, and like, the thing is, it wouldn't even be advanced weapons. It'd be maybe say like the combat pistol, the micro SMG, the assault rifle, the basic shitty sniper rifle, grenades, obviously, molotovs. Or maybe not molotovs. It might be a bit too inferior. And you know, have it deeper in the rockets and miniguns. You know, weapons you would expect to see, and that, you know. So it wouldn't be a huge variety. It'd be kind of what I did with police brutality, where I only put weapons that fit within the theme. Except these are obviously more powerful weapons. Not super powerful, but powerful enough. And I think that would be really cool to see, just like, and yeah, everybody would be equipped with what would be the normal. So everyone would be standard equipped with an assault rifle. I would fucking love to see that happen. Like, you know, oh, that would just be incredible. Actually, if I could get that to happen, oh, that would just be wonderful. You know, but who knows? You know, I could do a Modern Warfare kind of setup. You know, it's not like out of the question. And I just think that idea of a, you know, Modern Warfare. Oh, that would, you know. Speaking of which, there was another one as well I was thinking of doing. That would be Judgment Day, which, if you want, is once again a movie tie-in and that. Like, I think it was a Terminator film and that. But basically, it would be a big death match with modern and advanced weapons. Actually, no, it'd be mostly advanced ones, I think. But you know, more than too advanced. So we'll be starting with the carbine rifle, which will be exceptionally powerful, but fuck it, you know, it's like, I would love to see that happen. And I think my concern is that because of the way maps work nowadays, I just don't think it will happen, which is extremely unfortunate. You know, because partly because people seem to be more impatient than ever before, and partly because, well, the matchmaking system sucks. I'm not. It really does. I'm not. Like, it's telling you something when the PS3 versions is even better than the PS4. Like, what? Yeah, PS4 is actually better than the PS3. No, sorry, PS3 is better than the PS4's matchmaking system. And I'm thinking here, like, how is that even possible? You know, like, how could that even be a thing? You know, yeah, it is. It is indeed a thing. You know. And oh yeah, you want to know something that's even more? Okay, there's one more thing to add, and this is perhaps the biggest update, and that's aside from the whole moving platform thing, is the fact that yeah, just about all the weapons that you get in the free roam, you can now include in this and that. So all the weapons, aside from two, the Tommy gun and the little marksman rifle thing, and the one shot fucking gun that you get from Independence Day. But other than those two, all the weapons are included. And I'm thinking, as far as recreating all the maps goes, there's only so many I'll recreate, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to what I did before, use the trailers and stick to the weapons and that I normally use. But once that, all the new ones henceforth are now to have new weapons, and I think that would be quite interesting to see how it all works out. But yep, this is the end of a rather short 5th series, but the 6th one will be coming back with a bit of a new flair to it, let's just say. So yep, it'll be another good month or two before I get around to doing that, but yep, that'll be it. So yep, this is it. I'll probably post this footage up on YouTube as I've been doing now for the past few months, and yep, I'll be seeing you guys in. Yep. What runs been. So yeah, tell them folks. I'll see you guys next time. This is Liz Wilmson signing out. See you then.